I just think LA Knight is completely and utterly overrated.
I think LA Knight needs a heel turn.
Donnie interviews a lot of WWE wrestlers, and he's saying that many people on the roster feel the same way as him as LA Knight. So maybe this is a thing where he legitimately has heat backstage. Welcome to Wrestling Republic's daily broadcast, a show where a rotating cast of wrestling fans from around the world come and share and debate their opinions, with live comments from all of you shown throughout. As after all, fans are what makes wrestling so special. So sit back, grab a beverage, and enjoy the show. Let's get into last night's episode of Monday Night Raw, and specifically LA Knight versus Jey Uso, because we'll talk about the tournament in a little bit. But after Jey Uso lost the match, he was not happy. He was looking fuming. The crowd were behind him. They were trying to elevate him. Despite the narrative and criticism online, it is clear the crowd still loves Jey Uso. But he clearly does not love himself, because he got out of that ring, he started hitting his head on the announce table, then just wrecking everything everywhere. The Prime went absolutely everywhere. I mean, I think it's the only shelves that Prime is flying off at the minute. But then afterwards, he went backstage, he ignored Jackie Redmond, and he called it a night chaos. What the hell happened?
Boy, yeah, that was a crash of all crash outs. You literally saw the proverbial glass break in his mind when he just flipped everything and did us a favor and flipped the Prime bottles over, because he doesn't really like that stuff. Do I think that is going to be a heel turn? I don't think it's going to be a full heel turn per se, but I think he's going to be more grittier, more grounded. I think probably slowly you're going to probably stop seeing the yeets with the kids, but not go the full heel route.
I don't think in all my years of watching wrestling I've ever seen a situation like this where the crowds are absolutely loving Jey Uso, but the internet is absolutely hating him. The difference is absolutely incredible, to the point that the internet last night were all saying LA Knight needs to win, LA Knight needs to win. The crowd were kind of booing LA Knight when he won. I don't think Jey Uso should turn heel, and I also don't think he's turning heel. I think they're doing this to try and win back fans, and then he's going to go right back to this gimmick. I don't think the Yeats are going anywhere. It's making them bucket loads of money. The crowds aren't tired of him. I mean, the internet clearly is, but I think the aim of this angle is to win back some of the internet.
I feel like there was some, I don't know if there was some miscommunications or something, because I remember when it was the superplex, and you see like Jay just completely slamming the mat after he go superplex. I thought maybe like, did he hit it wrong? Was it too rough?
I have more and more questions about LA Knight the more and more I see him, because I'm going to be honest about it, right? I understand the internet loves him, but what you often see with him is matches he's in, either there's some big botch or there's some miscommunication, and it happens every single time. And not only that, but the more I hear him talk, the more I think to myself, this dude, he's coming up with nothing original here. I'm going to be honest, I just think LA Knight is completely and utterly overrated. I don't buy this at all. I think the internet is just getting behind him as a way to kind of try and control the product, which I have no issue with. But I don't think it's because they love LA Knight. I think LA Knight's the opposite of a martyr, essentially. But Jordy, I want to get your thoughts on the Jey Uso stuff and this LA Knight stuff.
I'm convinced that the moment Jay will turn heel, and I do think he will, I think he'll take out Jimmy. And I think Jimmy will have an extended period of time off because of the baby. But I think that then when Jimmy comes back, he'll be the face and Jay will be the heel. And I think they'll actually run back a match that maybe wasn't to the standard of what everybody expected, including themselves. So LA Knight, I don't think he's overrated. I think he is brilliant on the mic. I have said for the longest time that he would be brilliant in a feud with John Cena. Regardless of if he wins, I don't even think we're going to get to see them go back to back on the mic at this point, because John's got one last appearance. So unless they come out and have a little battle before they fight, which isn't going to happen. So I don't think he's going to win. I think LA Knight needs a heel turn. I've been saying this for the longest time as well. I think he's better as a heel. And I think right now it would work for him to turn heel. I think he's got motive to turn heel.
We got some comments from Donnie here that I want to get your reaction on, Jordy, because Donnie says that LA Knight works like an indie guy. more concerned with getting his stuff in than the match itself. He's beyond overrated. They don't pop for him, they pop for his entrance, and they like to say, yeah, he stumbles in almost every promo. He has unsafe timing issues in every match, often the same spot, and the internet likes him only because he hasn't been pushed. What's your reaction to those comments?
Oh,
I disagree with a lot of it. I pretty much all of it. I'm not gonna say that he doesn't like. I can see what he sees by he tries to get his stuff in, but like, doesn't everyone to an extent?
Well, Donnie with a little bit of an exclusive here. Of course, you guys know Donnie interviews a lot of WWE wrestlers, and he's saying that many people on the roster feel the same way as him as LA Knight. So maybe this is a thing where he legitimately has heat backstage, and maybe that's why he's not getting this push.
Quite possibly.
I want to talk about LA Knight versus Gunther next week, because it is going, not even next week, this Friday on SmackDown, it is going to happen. The winner will retire John Cena.
From the moment Gunther walked out with his old music, with a new look, I've been saying it from the start, and I don't want it to happen, but it is going to happen. I've just got no massive interest in that match, especially when we don't really have a great deal of time to build to it.
Gunther, I don't think needs it. It definitely would help him. I'm not saying it wouldn't. But to me, I think this could have made someone. It could have made a younger star such as a Carmelo Hayes, a Trick Williams, an Obafemi, a Bron Breakker, someone along those lines.
Why has Cena not got one last appearance on SmackDown prior to
Apparently, it's his schedule, but it's the dumbest thing ever. I've been ranting about this for weeks, Jordy.
It's so stupid. Like, so we find out the winner on Friday. Great. We've got 2 shows in between, and whoever wins is just gonna cut a promo to no one. And if they dial him in, it's not the same.
Bron Breakker last night cut a career promo. Shard talk scraps. This is a shot at you. I want to just make that clear before I even say it. You said for months and months and months on this very show that Bron Breakker cannot cut a promo. Well, last night he cut a promo of the year contender. He shut up absolutely everybody who says that he is not ready for the World Heavyweight Championship. And on January 5th, he will be facing CM Punk. And in my opinion, he should win that match. I don't predict he will, but I think he is ready. And I miss them doing shock title changes, especially when it comes to younger talent. We don't need to wait for years to crown these champions, because that has never been the case. This guy is ready. He has proved he's ready, and he's got Paul Heyman in his corner. Chaos, I believe he's going to be just fine.
Will he win it? I don't think so. I think they're going to save that until probably WrestleMania, because I feel like, whatever, all the stuff that was happening in Survivor Series, that was kind of like a bit of an indication of what is going to happen going into the WrestleMania season. So I feel like they're probably going to run it back, and one of the nights at WrestleMania, probably that's when Bron Breakker wins it, because they have a lot of stock in him. So I feel like that would be the best place for him to win the title.
It was also a huge night for the Women's Tag Team Championships, because we had a number 1 contenders match, well, a supposed number 1 contenders match between Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss against Rio. And of course, the Kabuki Warriors interfered. It was always going to happen. It was so obvious it was going to happen. But what was not obvious was that Bayley and Lyra, and then Liv Morgan and the Judgment Day came out after it as well. And we've now gone from this basically women's tag team division being 2 tag teams for like half a year to suddenly it being 5 tag teams all on one brand wanting the tag team belt. I loved this. It made the tag titles feel important, the most important they have felt in quite some time, if I'm being honest, Jordy.
I totally agree. The last time I don't even think they've been this important. Like, the last time I remember them being that really caring about it was that Jade and Bianca run, 3 tag teams, but I want to see something on the same level as like we saw on SmackDown, but put it on a PLE, and just the talent is unreal. So maybe 4 tag teams, maybe 4. I don't know, but I'm here for it.
I think they can make it work with all 5, if I'm being honest, because they did 5 on SmackDown last year as well, didn't they? Or was it earlier this year?
Was it 5?
They did 3 as one of them, and they also did 5 as another one. They did both of them. So I would love to actually see. I reckon 5, it could work as long as it's produced well. Also, the Liv Morgan Roxanne situation here. because I mean, Roxanne handed Liv the tag belt and Liv handed it back. A little bit weird.
Obviously, Liv has got her eyes on a bigger prize. You know, she obviously encountered Vakir earlier in the night. I think the Liv and Dom split is going to happen sooner rather than later, because don't forget, Finn is also, you know, still the mastermind in all this. He is still plotting away. He's been plotting away for months, trying to cause some tension, or, you know, trying to split people and all that stuff. So
thank you, Jordy. Thank you, Chaos. And thank you to all of you guys for watching at home. If you did enjoy, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and also there's this brand new hype button on YouTube. Yeah, just press that as well. Apparently that helps out a lot. I don't really understand it, but thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys same time, same place tomorrow. Peace.
yeet.